none. We've got to deal with a couple of things, in my opinion. One, we've got to get some scientists around the table so that the solutions that come from Tallahassee are not political, but are backed up by the science. That's number one. Number two, we've got to ensure that in the state of Florida, we're pulling together a real statewide conversation on growth management. Because we now have a lot of communities who are saying that all growth is good growth. And that's not true. We've got more impervious that's being added, more nitrates and more stormwater runoff that's finding its way into Lake Okeechobee, polluting that water body. That water, when it's released into the estuaries and then out into the ocean, are creating this element where we've got blue-green algae. We understand the impacts of red tide and the life that it's snuffing out. And so we've got to ensure that we've got a real conversation around the future of growth management in this state. As a municipal elected official for 15 years who have been a part of those kind of growth management conversations, I look forward to leading that for the rest of the state of Florida. And then third, we've got to deal with how we treat pollution and contamination at its source. Right now, we've got too much runoff that's happening, too much that is invading and intruding into Lake O, too much, quite frankly, outdated infrastructure that is not being well serviced. And I believe that we've got to bring the best minds in this state together to help us get a fix. We've also got to hold the biggest polluters in this state accountable for their contributions. Right? I've said this before. I'm not trying to put anybody out of business. I just want to make them a better business. I want to make them better contributors to this state's economy. And I believe that we can accomplish that. But we can't accomplish that if we all go to our corners. I'm interested in helping to provide leadership over that conversation. And through that, and over the course of time, and with some important infrastructural investments around pollution mitigation, reducing the level of nitrates and obviously the phosphorus that's contributing to a lot of these contaminants, I believe we'll be able to wrangle this issue. And hopefully, when we're talking about this issue several years from now, we're not dealing with the kind of environmental degradation that we've seen to prevail over these last 20 plus years.
Last one.
Mayor, you called your opponent in the election.
Thanks, everybody. Best wishes to you. Thank y'all. Thank you again. Thank you for your service.
Mayor, one quick question.
Thank you, Governor.
Yeah, it was.